Is this thing on? Is this thing on? Hello, New Brunswick. You're listening to 88.7 WRSU FM. This is Overnight Sensations. First one of the year. First one of 2025. Woo! All right.
Yeah.
We're here in the studio with this holy rodeo.
Yeah.
This is going to be a holy night for those who remember. You guys want to introduce yourselves? Go around, like... We'll start.
Yeah. I'll start over here. I'm Sammy Habib. I'm playing guitar today and doing a little backup vocals.
All right.
My name is Mario Marquez, and I'm playing the bass guitar.
Ooh.
The fretless bass guitar.
Oh, yeah, 'cause you can't see.
I'm Gaetano, and I'm playing the drums.
I'm Chris. I'm playing keys and guitar, and I'm also going to sing a little.
All right. And I'm AJ, and this is...
Jake.
All right, this is Overnight Sensations. We're so glad to be back. Sorry for the delay, folks. We're a little late, but we had a lot to set up. These guys are awesome, but they also bring a lot of gear.
They're gearful.
So much. Money.
But yeah, so
Immediately jumping in with a question. I've always wondered this whenever I see you guys on like a bill. What does the name mean? Where does the name come from? Because for our audio listeners, Chris has the cowboy hat.
That's a staple.
Wait. I'll put the cowboy hat on over the headphones.
Oh yeah.
I was gonna bring
Beautiful.
mine, but like it's hard with the headphones.
Yeah.
I got my boots though.
Oh, look at those. Ooh,
All the
those
way from
are.
Texas.
Oh my goodness. Are you from Texas?
My mom is, so I have that kind of identity. You know, I say I'm half Italian, half Texan.
Those are the biggest, like,
Yeah.
Well, okay, this Holy Rodeo. Well, it's a complicated story now, actually. Is everything okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, word.
You're good.
Okay, yeah. This Holy Rodeo is a complicated story, actually. It used to be simple. I heard there's this poet named Hafiz, who was a Persian poet, and I was reading this translation by this dude named Daniel Ladinsky. And there was a poem that was supposedly a translation of one of his poems called Narrow the Difference, and in it there's the phrase, this Holy Rodeo, and I was like, oh, that's it, baby. I felt it. Then I go to find out that this guy, Daniel Ladinsky, is just some, like, white jerk that's, like, stealing Hafiz's name and publishing his own poetry under his name. Which I think is actually perfect because, like, this Holy Rodeo is a bunch of seedy snake oil salesmen anyway, right? So, like, our name may as well be, like, a con, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean,
We're just a bunch of grifters.
Yeah. At the end of the day. We are not sincere.
Should we be worried or what?
Yo, absolutely.
100%.
So I thought when I heard this Holy Rodeo, I was thinking like, oh, they're gonna have some country twang or something. But like, how would you define like your genre if you had like a couple words?
Human music.
Human music. Music.
Good old-fashioned music.
Good
for
old,
listening.
honestly, good old rock and roll. Let's be honest here. Let's bring it back to the roots.
Straight rock and roll. It's in the way that you use it. You know what I mean? I don't know. I'd say any answer where I'm trying to be sincere would probably sound pretentious because I would just be
Go
like,
ahead.
we are half punk.
If there's one time to sound pretentious, it's when you're on like a radio show.
Yeah,
All
I mean,
right.
bees
College
will
ranges.
You
So
asked
on.
for it, baby. I would say we're like a mixture of punk, prog, freaky, weirdo, you know, keep your children away from kind of thing.
Oh.
Why?
I don't know. Like we give off like an off-putting
Why would you
vibe.
I'm pretty
Scripted
cute
to
myself. I feel like I'm a pretty
children are
open
definitely-
vibe
yeah.
man. You know,
Well,
like-
I'm an open vibe, but
Children are welcome.
I just you look
dangerous to
at
them.
you look into the audience and you see a sea of people that probably have a record.
All right.
I'm just kidding.
Well, hold on. You have to have the word core in there somewhere.
Core.
Everything has the. So freaky weirdo have a
Dolly
record core.
Parton core.
Yeah.
And like
felony
post-
core.
Post
Felony
post
Yeah,
felony
post
core.
Hugh.
Yeah.
Post. Oh yeah.
post felony.
That's
core,
got to go in the
like
Instagram
Post
bio.
felony pseudo religious country twang core.
I usually just say we're loud. That's yeah.
We're a racket.
But do you think like this Holy Rodeo like evokes country? You know,
Mhm.
I mean, do you like wanna imply that to your listeners? I mean, if people who haven't listened, do you want people to think you're a country band or country influence?
Yes. If people came to our show thinking that we were like a Christian rock country band, there'd be nothing better than I could possibly ask for in the whole world.
Yeah.
Could you imagine if you're like a devout Christian
Yeah.
and then you come and see
that's
us
great.
and like our weird
And you're like,
freak
wait.
show? Yeah,
That's right.
What?
We have
Christians
like
are
we have
welcome.
yeah,
our
they're absolutely
We're
welcome.
trying to
But
pick up that fan base because they're big. And
No, yeah.
that's a lot of money.
Yeah,
to be
the
made
Killers.
Right there.
worship music, yeah, worship music. Worship music
they're
is what we are.
they're a loyal fan base. You
Yeah.
know,
Mm-hmm.
they stick to what they want. They do. It's good fan base.
And I think if I'm like if I'm more serious, we all love country music. I think. Right?
Yeah,
Like we're all
yeah.
country fans,
Mhm.
and we do have songs that really do utilize that sound. I would say there's also like psychobilly in there a little bit, and
Psychobilly.
yeah, have you ever heard that?
haven't.
Kind of?
Rockabilly.
I know
Psych.
rockabilly, but
Psychobilly is like rockabilly, but like you're
Psych,
unstable.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah, we use double Telecasters, so
Yeah.
there's definitely that twang throughout it. And I would say I have like a thin, reedy voice.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
for sure.
Don't agree with me, bro. What's
Hey.
that?
Hey, you said it.
Yeah.
I like that though, because I feel like in the scene, especially around here, you know, it's all very similar. Not all, but a lot of similar stuff. Shoegazy kind of punk, post-punk.
Yeah, call out
whatever.
bands. Tell them they all send the
Yeah.
show.
Um,
Well, just
but
say
I-
some names.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some specifics.
So these bands in particular, no, I'm just kidding.
I'm just so glad we've never had a band come in and describe themselves as shoegaze, because like
Yeah.
I'm just tired
Well,
of
no
that
one
word.
wants to be. No one wants to
tired of
be.
that word.
That's old school now.
Oh.
It's a catch-all at this point.
Yeah.
It's just every band.
It's
is
all about
that.
psychobilly now.
Everyone's
Yeah.
looking at their shoes, you know.
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
the worst
all
one
these
is
thinking
kids
about
on
what
their
it's called and
phones.
not about the music. Like, why is it called shoegaze?
I
the
think
whole
post-punk is even worse.
Okay, why
'cause,
is it
like,
called shoegaze though?
Because you look at your shoes, like, because
For
your
the pedal
pedals,
board.
they use a lot of pedal boards, so you're looking at your shoes the whole
I'm
time.
constantly looking at my shoes because
I
I'm
also-
shy.
I also thought it was like emo, like you're kind of emo, you're like looking down. Like,
Yeah, I
That's,
thought it was
that
like,
too,
That's it,
yeah.
I thought it was like the existential dread just has you like.
Yeah.
It's all
Yeah.
those things and more.
Yeah.
Somebody's listening right now, so mad. Like, oh, I tell you what shoegaze is. I know
Shoegaze started in 1985 out of the. Yeah.
It's not too depressing genre. They like invented it in Ireland, so it's sad.
Yeah.
Oh.
For my Irish
Really?
laddies out there. I'm Irish.
Lassies.
Ireland.
And laddies.
I think
Um,
Lassie
Oh,
is
yeah.
more of a Scottish thing, and
Oh.
whereas Laddies is
Ooh.
more of a-
Microaggression alert.
Not trying to be problematic here.
Guys, we can't bring that stuff into here.
I'm sorry. I'm
No
sorry.
politics, especially now.
We already hit the Christians.
if
we already
if
hit-
there's anything you should do right now, it is not talk about politics.
Never talk about
Keep
politics.
to yourself. Yeah.
Anyways, so what are our thoughts on the election? I'm sorry.
Uh,
I'm sorry. I'm just
Do you
kidding.
guys want to play a song?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I actually don't.
Can we talk about our thoughts on the election? real
Yeah,
quick?
let's go. Let's compare political ideologies and yeah.
God.
All right.
Just so
We're
everyone.
getting a call, Jake. You want to pick that up
What?
Are we-
This always happens.
already?
Wait, can people call in?
Sure.
Is this actually a thing?
Yeah.
Oh, I would love to see who's
I
calling.
didn't know that
in.
was. Oh my gosh.
Answer.
This is
quick.
awesome.
You're supposed to say WRSU. Another prank call. Oh boy.
Wow. They're still doing that these days.
If you were one of our fans, we don't pick up the phone for you.
No,
Just kidding.
they're calling again.
Oh, they are persistent.
Answer WRSU.
Yeah.
They're like, I just wanted to state my political opinions on the.
That's strange. Well,
Whoever you are, we
are
love
you
you.
pressing the right button?
I'm in your house. Yeah.
Oh well.
Your
Anyways,
sheets smell like soap.
it keeps ringing. This is a prank.
We brought ghosts in with us. Sorry about that. We were haunted formerly.
Press.
Holy
For-
rodeo.
Formerly
Yeah.
haunted this holy rodeo.
Yeah.
You're
Um,
this formerly haunted rodeo.
Things are gonna start falling off the shelves very
Yeah.
soon.
Who is flickering the lights?
Yeah. Who was flickering the lights?
All right.
You want music?
Let's hear some music.
What should we play, lads? Play the first one and dig.
We're not doing the.
Just pop, come in. You know what I mean? Or he's gonna do a little build up so you can kind of get like excited.
One of those musical things.
Yeah. Like a crescendo if you've ever heard of it.
Yes.
Yeah,
I
just-
love that.
Whenever you're ready, guy.
Oh, now the lights are flickering. What is going on here?
I told you. We have ghosts.
Look, they're like 4 different colors.
But real, 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 phony faker. You're so self-centered. By tomorrow, this won't matter. I know. 6 feet's not all that low. Well, I dig my way, dig my way, dig my way out somehow, dig my way, dig my way, dig my way out somehow, somehow. Go! Run the valley, die with a gun, please so. Got so many points that we can pick, so pick your poison and pick it well. Automated truth that you always feel, all you ever wanted, but matter of words, I'm weak. But what new words will I speak? All is a ruse I say, or some sort what a fricked mistake. I know you now. 6 feet's not all that. Well, I dig my way, dig my way, dig my way out somehow, dig my way, dig my way, dig my way out somehow, somehow.
Wow, that's This Holy Rodeo, everyone. For those just tuning in,
That was very human.
I was about to say.
Very human music, if you will.
music for people.
Yeah,
Gosh darn tune. That's a good. That was
it was a good time.
electric.
Quite literally.
What's the name of that song?
Dig.
Dig.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I mean, I know that song. I just didn't know the name.
Yeah.
It's a classic.
It's classic. It
It's like-
dates back.
It sounds so familiar. Obviously, I've heard it before, but it has that its tones and everything are so familiar. Even though you know, I don't
What's
know
it
what
reminds
it is.
you of? I'd be curious of
I don't know. I've been sitting here trying to place and I don't know. I can't put my finger on it.
Yeah.
But it is like a familiar sound and I mean,
Dolly
so much
Parton.
energy for sure. Tell us about that song. Who wrote it? How you wrote it? And
I would say Gaetano and I were engineering on that.
I wrote it.
He wrote the whole
Whole
thing.
thing myself, all by myself. I brought it into Chris. I was like, I thought maybe you could play this, maybe.
Yeah. And I couldn't. I still can't. Yeah. No.
Chris wrote it.
Yeah, I wrote it. I wrote it. It's interesting, actually, this song. This is one of the first songs I ever wrote, but, not the whole thing. I wrote, a chunk of it, and I knew I wanted this song that had, this descending progression, and I had the chords. But originally, and Gaetano, remember, this is when we were, 18, it was just, a long, freewheeling, spoken word song, and I would just ramble over it.
Yeah.
It was terrible. I'm so glad that's not what it is now.
Yeah, I feel like with the directions when we were first playing that song were to just kind of do whatever
Yeah.
for 3.5 minutes, and then that was it.
I was way more we're gonna be crazy, a punk garage. There doesn't need any form or any structure. I was like that when I was 18. Yeah, and then you decide you actually want to enjoy listening to it. But yeah, and then over time we pieced it together more and more. Gaetano had the brilliant idea though, where the middle section of the song is a long instrumental that gets slower and slower and
That's
deeper
cool.
and darker, and it's you're literally digging into the song.
Yeah.
And as soon as he suggested that, I was like, oh my god, why do I write anything? It was brilliant.
That's why
and-
they keep him around. Huh?
Yeah. Because
All
all
I've
I
done.
had a little chorus. I had the. That's all I had.
It's
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't know how to describe it, but it's almost like a theme, like a movie or
Yeah, it sounds like something I've heard in like a
Like a-
late night
like-
Cartoon Network.
I don't know.
That would be a sick show.
like a boss battle almost.
Yo.
you know what I'm
Oh
saying?
yeah.
If it helps explain anything, I studied composition in school, so
Yeah.
I did work on some
Right. You
video
were
games
telling
and
me
some score, and yeah, so
doing scores and stuff. So, I guess,
that's in there. You
yeah,
know?
that's cool.
I didn't
Fire
want to
in
write a big this is our big first statement. This has got movements and it's
Yeah.
a big chunky
That
mess.
That intro drum beat reminded me of Flash.
Oh, Flash Gordon.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, but it's different. But still, that's a theme song or whatever.
Mm.
And
Marvel, if
so
you want this,
powerful.
we'll absolutely give it to you.
yeah,
They can't hear you guys
It's
just so you
signed.
know if you're not talking to the mics.
Yeah, wait,
You
you
guys
don't
can-
hear me when I don't talk in the
Yeah,
mic?
yeah, yeah.
Oh, that's interesting, okay.
what were you saying to me, Jake?
I was saying final lap of Mario Kart.
Yeah.
Ooh.
That's
Could you
what I
imagine?
kind of
It
got.
starts
Yeah,
picking up.
And then you get hit with a red shell.
Yeah.
So what's the tone you use on the keyboard in that? Because it's really I've never seen anyone play that high up on the piano.
The synth.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, it's not so
that's
loud. I'm
dope.
sorry if I'm
Yeah,
blowing your ears
No,
out.
yeah.
I think it's not mixed well on our channel,
Yeah.
but
Yeah, it's
whatever.
we,
We have
only
no
hear out of
idea what
one
it sounds
headphone
like
here.
in
no,
here.
it's you guys are on a different channel,
Yeah.
so it's
Yeah.
whatever. But
Yeah,
it's quite loud.
it's so dope.
My mom loves you guys, so
Oh,
you got the seal of approval.
We
from
love your mom. What's your name?
Kate.
Shout out
Doxing
Kate.
Kate.
Yeah.
Thanks, Kate.
Shout
My,
out
my
Kate.
dog was listening apparently, but apparently she didn't like it.
Oh, okay.
My
yeah.
dog.
No,
Dogs.
famously, they hate us.
Too many high frequencies.
Yeah.
Mothers, on
Dog.
the other hand, mothers
This-
tend
this
to
holy
love us.
rodeo is for the
Mothers are
moms.
welcome.
Holy rodeo. Moms love us. Dogs hate us.
Oh.
You need that on a T-shirt.
And male men are kind of indifferent.
So I play bass, and I just have never seen fretless bass before. What's the thought process there? What's the decision?
Oh my God, no! I'm just a big Jocko fan. I just
Oh,
said
yeah.
Jocko.
I hate
I'm
that.
just
Heck
this
yeah.
is a Jocko artist signature fretless, and honestly,
Oh yeah.
yeah. At first, it was just more that like this was my easiest playing bass because all of my other basses were like cheap, like
Yeah.
horrible feeling basses.
Uh-huh.
So I kind of just stuck with it, and I brought it to rehearsal once, and we all just kind of stuck with it.
Awesome. Yeah.
All of the songs that I've been on bass have been on the fretless except for Thieves, the newer
yeah,
one.
yeah.
But yeah, I've recorded on the fretless every time.
Yeah. Awesome.
There's a really big fretless moment in our second single, like right at the end. Like,
It's
it's
a fretless
just
moment.
for the fretless heads.
Yeah, yeah.
The fretless, you'll love
Fretless
it.
heads will love it.
It's a big fretless thing.
I mean, we have
Can
one
you
song.
define
We
that?
were in the studio. We were just cheering. 'Cause we all like fretless.
But we're all fretless heads. Yeah.
I'm not really a musician, and just for people at home, just you want to explain like what?
Yeah,
the-
so Sammy, do you wanna just go down on your guitar on the E string real quick? Just a slide. So you hear how it's almost separate. Yeah, but now take my fretless and we're gonna.
I mean, that's what I thought. Yeah.
Yeah, no frets, baby.
It's like
Easier
sliding on
So
a slide of butter.
yeah, you
Slipping
do
and
have to
sliding.
play precisely, but once you get it down, it sounds so.
Okay, so it's like
buttery.
it's harder. It's like thinking of like a computer term. It's like more sensitive, but you
Yeah.
also have more control. Like you have more.
It's more
movement or
sensitive, but I
whatever.
have more like
Yeah.
vocalizing
Yeah,
with
yeah,
it
yeah.
and
Okay.
stuff. You
That's
know.
awesome.
Also, within frets on a guitar or on a bass, like you will have the same note. Like if I
Yeah.
just move a little bit within the fret, like it will still be the same note.
Yeah.
But with this,
Yeah, you could get like there's a difference between that and this, and I know the people listening are loving this.
loving it.
Yeah. Not to
Little
get
music
like.
lesson
not to
here.
get, like,
Everyone's
too
favorite
nerdy.
thing to talk about.
Let's talk about negative harmony.
Do you
go.
do you ever experiment with like semitones, microtones?
No, no, I
Not
don't.
on purpose.
Not not on purpose. I experience them by accident, and sometimes it's really nice.
yeah.
Most of the time, it's not.
Yeah.
No, I mean, I feel like you can't really do that with this. You would need something a little more specific.
Not
Mm.
yet.
Not yet, not yet. Oh, yeah.
Speaking of inspirations, what do you guys? I mean, as a band, and then you guys could say your personal inspirations if you want. I mean,
What are we collectively all into?
Dolly Parton.
Dolly
oh,
Parton.
Heck yeah.
I think that's
How can
about
you
it,
not,
actually.
about
how can
it.
you not be into Dolly? I mean,
Steel
if you,
Magnolias.
if you
I
really
mean.
hate Dolly Parton, you're probably like that's
A
a
jerk.
that's a red flag.
No,
I've
seriously, that
heard
Dolly
that.
is.
That's like
fucking
a
great.
really red flag if you.
I cussed. I'm
That's
so
okay.
sorry.
Do you guys think Dolly
The
Parton?
FCC is coming, but
Do you guys
they're
think
taking
Dolly?
you out of here.
What?
Darn it.
Oh yeah.
Darn.
Frick.
It's
Frick.
I hit that fricked mistake in the middle of dig. and
Yeah,
I-
you
I-
did good, Chris.
Thank you,
I did
thank
not.
Yeah, we like Dolly Parton. I think we really like Black Country New Road, Black
Yeah,
Midi.
yeah.
I think we all love like System of a Down as a big band.
System, yeah.
but
A lot of jazz stuff.
we
too.
all love jazz and like kind of. I mean, Mario, you're more of like a Latin fusion guy, I think.
I love that.
Yeah,
shit.
but you also like the traditional stuff. Oh my gosh, dude. Watch
outta
it,
here.
yo. There are children and dogs listening right now.
Yeah.
Children
and
are welcome.
his
Genuinely
mom.
so
My dog
sorry.
is so is.
I'm just gonna
my
stop
dog's getting
talking.
mad.
Is your mom tuned in right now?
Yeah,
Oh, awesome.
We're so sorry.
I'm so sorry.
you're fine.
Mario's the
Um,
problem.
Anyways,
It should be the rest of us, yeah.
sorry.
and then I mean what I don't like is probably less numerable than what I do. Like I like so many things, but I would say
What do you not like?
What do I not like?
Ooh.
I've had a hard time getting into Bob Marley, and it's not. I
Okay.
respect reggae politically. There's even reggae artists I like, but like Bob Marley, I just listen to it and I flash back to like my father, you know,
Mm.
growing up around that, and I'm like, nope, Nope.
Yeah,
You're
I
out of
mean,
the band.
Let's get more into that.
listen,
Yeah,
I,
come
I,
on,
I,
Bob.
like, I like him because like I resonate like and it conjures up like good memories for me. So I guess that's like the difference.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I also don't like the Grateful Dead, which is another hot take. a lot of people
That's
do.
fair.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Okay, thank you.
I think they're fine, but I only like a couple songs.
Do you just not like
Whatever.
jam band?
I
stuff?
don't like jam band.
Yeah, that's-
Famously.
that's honestly
Yeah.
so fair. I think jam bands are like they're a little too much for me.
Now, Gaetano, tell everybody what your favorite band is.
Yeah.
I like jam. It's a joke in the band.
And I was
because
just saying, I was making a joke. Honestly, I love jam bands.
No,
They're the
I
best.
get it. It's just
You're a traitor.
It's a joke in the band because I like Fish, and they all make fun of that.
Fish.
Oh yeah.
So,
I
like,
have a video of him drunkenly like just jamming out to Fish like a
They're a
crazy
good
man. It's
band
awesome.
to listen to when
Um,
you're drunk.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
probably the thing they're the best for.
I'm like a huge Ween fan, and
Ween,
Oh,
I'll go
boy.
for.
Yeah.
and it's
Ween is a lot like Fish. I
like
think if you can listen to Ween, you can listen to Fish.
there's like they're like in the category of like like insane fan base, insane diehard fan base, and like a little bit out there. You know, I think I've never really listened to Fish all that much, but they get lumped in together. But I'm a huge Ween fan, and Ween's awesome. So if you like Ween, that's
Ween is great.
positive.
We've been compared to Ween before.
We've had some
Yeah.
weird
That's a
comparisons.
great
My
Interesting.
Chemical Romance.
Really? I
I've
don't
been
do
told
that at
we
all.
sound like Panic at the Disco, which is
What?
never anything
No.
I
Me
anticipated.
too.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah,
We
like
talked.
multiple times actually, to the
I
point
know.
where I'm like, what?
Panic at the Disco wishes.
Yeah. No, well, thank you. And what else have we gotten? We get
getting-
Mr. Bungle a lot, which is funny because
Yeah,
I
yeah.
hardly ever listen to Mr. Bungle.
We're getting
Is
a
that
text.
We got Zappa a lot
Zappa
too.
makes
Okay.
sense.
Boingo,
I'm getting a
boingo.
text question from my roommate Steven.
What's up,
He
Steven?
wants to ask Mario what your favorite Jocko performance was. Or is.
Performance.
Yeah.
I mean, the Offenbach. I think it's like 9. Oh man, if you're a Jocko head, you probably know what I'm talking about.
I'm sure. Yeah.
But I think
You're a
it's 9.
fretless
If you're a fretless head, you'll know what I'm talking about. I think it's 1978 Offenbach. I think that's the year. But he does probably the best rendition of his solo, which is a solo that he would do all the time. It's kind of the same thing he does, but that's probably the best recorded version of it.
I
And
think
if
I
we're
know
just
exactly what you're
talking about solo performances, but
See, I don't really know, but
yeah,
for Steven,
Yeah.
there you go.
there you go, Steven.
Shout out,
Steven,
Steven.
If you're curious, Steven, my favorite Jocko performance is the second one.
The second ever one.
Second one.
It was in 4th grade in school band. Yeah.
Very good.
They wheeled him
Check
out in
it
the
out.
tuba.
He was still on the drums then.
Yeah.
But yeah, I love a band that can appreciate jazz for sure. The more I like listen to music, and this is stupid because I've been listening to music my whole life, but like I'm finally starting to realize like the bands I really really like appreciate jazz or have jazz influences.
Yeah.
You know, and
Yeah.
and that's awesome. I don't
It's
know,
just such
cool.
a rich music. It's like if you
Yeah.
don't like jazz, I don't understand.
It's like, yeah. There's so much to it, and I don't know. If Steven were here, he'd agree with me. So, but he's the jazz head. Whatever.
Steven knows what's
Fretless
up.
head.
I
too.
love jazz. Jazz. My favorite jazz song
Like
is probably the
jazz.
second one.
Second time they did jazz. You know,
Yeah.
That was good.
This
Um,
guy, he doesn't get it the first time, but the second time it hits him. The second time around, he's like, "Oh, I get it now."
I wonder what he thinks about the second song we're gonna play.
Ooh.
Oh, there we go.
Good transition.
Good
Segue.
transition, right? There we go.
So anyway, I was gonna tell you guys about my dream last night.
Oh, come on.
Break it
Wait.
up.
Before we go into that, I am getting a text. I'm not sure if this is a question or a statement, but I've been told if I know that this Holy Rodeo is just one guy. So does anyone have any?
It
yeah,
is.
no.
It is.
Can't you see with your eyes that we're one
Oh, yeah.
four-headed
It's
hydra?
one amalgamation. You might be seeing
Right.
4 people. It's all part of the
If we
trick.
showed you our true form, you would probably puke.
Yeah, AJ and I have 3D glasses on right now for our audio listeners.
Yeah, we are the horrors
I'm
that
like-
H.P. Lovecraft
I'm like
refused to
cross-eyed, so
describe.
it's like I'm seeing a
The
bunch of
collective.
yeah.
people.
yeah.
But okay, it's just one person. That's what I thought.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I wasn't sure and I didn't really know how to bring it up. So thank you guys for clearing that up.
Yeah,
No, of
absolutely.
Or
course.
you Guy for clearing
Of
that
course.
up.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Steven said he's not good enough for fretless Mario.
Hey, Steven.
I could've
buddy.
told you
Wait. Give him an inspirational
Yeah.
talk.
Give me the music. Steven, I know you're listening out there. And for that, I'm just going to tell you, it's not hard. Just pick up that fretless bass and play it. And literally don't focus on anything else for like 3 months. Like you can't really focus on anything else. it's kind of hard. But you can do it, Steven. You can do it. There we go.
When
This
are
was
we
brought to you
getting out
by
on
This Holy
streaming
Rodeo.
services?
Yeah, right? We actually used to do a bit where we'd do like advertisements in the middle of the show.
Yeah.
you know?
This was much more comfy though, because I was talking specifically to Steven.
Yeah.
It
Usually you had to
felt
make them up on the
personal.
Are
spot.
you guys
Yeah.
sponsored by any big brands?
Oh,
Absolutely.
yeah, so
Lockheed Martin, BlackRock,
Exxon,
Bayer,
McDonald's.
McDonald's.
And we're also launching Rodeo Coin thanks to all of our corporate sponsors.
Right.
That's-
It's
yeah,
a real
so-
pump and dump scheme. You want to
Yeah.
get on this fast and then you get rid of it because that's
Yeah.
bad news.
It's
Yeah.
bad.
Um,
It's bad news.
do you guys want to play a song?
No? Yeah, let's go. What should we play, lads? HHGP?
Probably the second one.
Let's play HHGP. Do we want to just go into it? You want to do the intro? Let's just go into it. Ready? You all ready to go? Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Please have the very executed killing. All you use means the ends and an even disregard for all that comes between. And I'll flip and cut the throats of men. Inexplicably, I come back around again and again. Oh, and again. Trust me, I've seen it all before. 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 And when they got me with some man, there's simply nothing that I can do. I will speak evil to thee, contort my heart and body, and let violence move through me. Unfettered, untethered, controlled, inconsolably. I was the one spouting divine law. From the band to my Habsburg jaw, I'm so funny. Closing in on the keys. The minutes of total and utter shut the key. Maybe by next week, I will have the strength to roll to the other side of the bed. Left hand side of the shore. One withering faithful leader to store. It's gonna ignite me in just one way. It's gonna keep me alive. We would do a one hop this time bit, but we probably can't clear it. So instead, we're gonna go right into the next part, which is this.
Samba real simple.
I wouldn't wish it on my best friend. I wouldn't wish it. What the heck's the matter with? 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 It's a totally matter of the feet. Maybe by next week, I will have the strength to roll to the other side of the bed. Well, I've got sight of that star. Oh, I'm wavering faith in the leaders restored. Cynic like me, there's just one way the cynic gives me can survive. Nothing less than nice time and garner respect with a big freaking gun. These are long as it does not matter, only how hard got swung. Isn't getting softer, you're just losing hearing. Haha.
Wow. So is that one or two? Was that one song or two?
That was two. That was Gaetano's favorite.
No, it was one song though.
Oh.
It wasn't two
I
songs.
thought it was number one or number two.
It was a second song, yeah.
Okay. Gaetano, why was that your favorite?
Does he really need to explain?
It's the second one.
Yeah.
He
the
likes,
second
he
one.
likes
Okay.
the second one.
All right.
You guys are so like theatrical in everything you do. I mean, like, I just like, I don't know. Your songs are great, like, because you're like,
Thanks.
You're putting on a performance, you know.
You're
within
hamming
the
it
song,
up.
even if you can't even see what's going on, like you hear it, you know, and with like there's interactivity with that, and then you guys definitely with like the aesthetic too. You
Yeah.
guys are awesome. I love that.
Sammy and I went to theater school.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure did. That was a good use of
Explains
my
it,
money.
explains it.
Very good.
Yeah.
I think definitely for me, I've realized more and more as time goes on that like music makes more sense to me when I think of it as like a performance of emotion instead of like a genuine moment to moment like cathartic thing. Because I never related to that or had any success kind of trying to perform that way. So
Yeah.
if it is indeed like a performance, like you're putting on a play and I'm playing a role, it becomes a lot easier to actually like
No,
execute
I
it.
definitely understand that.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like I'm not musically talented, but I've always wanted to be, you know, because I like performing. I mean, I was in a band once. Let me see if I can show you. I have this sticker
Ooh.
right here. This
Oh
one
my
right there.
gosh. I won't. No, I won't.
What?
Red Hot. I'm not gonna read it. This.
Silly.
Nah, I'm not doing it. You almost tricked me.
Silly peanuts.
Yeah. Anyways, that was my band for one show.
And did you guys come before the other band, or
yeah, we did.
Okay.
The Chili Peppers, they just copied. Like, they saw the logo and they like.
They're
saw
such
what's going on.
copycats.
And you guys weren't obsessed with California. You were obsessed with Omaha, right? You're like getting
Yes.
born in the state of Omaha, and that's not
Yeah.
even a state.
Yes,
Nebraska?
basically. Yeah, we were like Nebraska thing. Back in the day, Nebraska was like the center of everything. So then, you know, and
Here-
then it
here's-
all went out to California. And
Yeah, sing a verse.
Sky tissue. No,
we
you-
probably can't clear it.
Nebraska.
Anyways, yeah, I did that for a cover show. I was Anthony Kiedis with my
Ooh.
shirt off, doing push-ups on the stage. You know?
Nice.
But yeah, that was a fun time. But
So
yeah, I love that performance aspect, and that's fun. So fun to watch for sure.
Did you ever read his autobiography?
What?
no, you're good, man.
What, am I missing? I don't know.
I'm
He paused, looked at me, and then went, "No, but yeah, but
Yeah.
because I thought you were gonna say something.
I
Anyways,
was.
All right, go ahead.
Yeah, I will. So I have a question.
Okay.
You guys are one of the first bands we've had that aren't like New Brunswick centric or
Mm.
like Rutgers centric.
Mm.
So I
Even
just
though
want to know
you
what
guys,
are
even though
the.
you guys are New Brunswick or like kind of New Brunswick.
I live in. New
Yeah,
Brunswick.
We've got 1 out of 4 in New Brunswick, which is like a new ratio.
A
So
new record.
L
what-
plus
what-
ratio.
how did this Holy Rodeo meet? Who were the
Ooh.
origins?
Okay, well that would start with Guy and I. Guy and I met when we were 18 on a dating app. It was Skinny White Guys Meet. He's just staring at me awkwardly. No, we met through a mutual friend and we jammed. And then I was like, "Hey, do you want to join my garage rock band?" And then he said yes. And then we proceeded to not make garage rock. And then that band fell apart during like COVID. And then we started This Holy Rodeo, and there was many iterations. And then here you can fill in the rest.
And now we're here.
Wow.
If you guys want to add how you got roped into this mess.
I got roped in it through Mario and Gaetano, so I feel like Mario, you go first.
So Chris conducted the first grift, if you will.
Right.
No, I met this band through an app. I put myself out in the app. I was like, "Hey, yo, I'm a bass player."
It was called Vamper.
Vamper. Is it still even a thing? I'm sure it
I
is.
think it is.
VAMPR.
Yeah.
What
But
is that?
it's like it's an app for musicians to meet up. Like you put your profile up. Like I play guitar. Hey,
It's kind of like Tinder for musicians.
I was gonna say.
Yeah.
I thought he was.
dating
I'm
app?
sure dates have come out of it, but
They shouldn't. That'd be creepy.
that'd be
It's a
weird.
place of business.
I'm still trying with Mario.
Yeah, Chris has been trying. Anyway, I met Chris through that, and I played with them one time, and they were like, "Hey, why don't you join the band? We need a better bassist or whatever."
Yeah.
And then I joined the band, and eventually
Yeah, what's going on?
there were
Sammy here.
70 guitarists before Sammy came in.
There were.
Yeah. So I played in a cover band. I still play in a cover band. Well, never.
what?
Anyways, what everyone wants to hear at the bars,
Okay.
stuff like that in
in New
Manhattan.
York.
Yeah, with these two, bass player, drummer over here, and they were like, "Oh, we need a new guitarist for our band." And they told Chris, apparently, I don't care if he's bad, he has to be in the band.
Yeah.
Because we were all friends.
They did really like. They're like, we should really let Sammy in. I was like, okay, but he's gotta be good. And they're like, oh, he's good. And I was like, okay.
Playing with him a lot, you know.
And then he auditioned, and he was pretty good.
Sammy
Alright, there you go.
Sammy
It all
put a
works
lock on the revolving
So,
door of
How long,
guitars.
how long have you guys been together?
Me and Chris have been playing together like
Since we were 18.
five
Yeah.
years
5
now.
years, and then how about what about this Holy Rodeo as a
As
collective?
this Holy Rodeo, me and Chris have been playing together for like
Yeah.
four-ish years.
3 to 4 years.
Okay.
3 or 4 years. And then Mario came in like two or 3 years ago, like around the time that we made the
This
switch.
is 3.5 at this
And then
point.
Sammy
And
about a
then
year.
Sammy
Almost
about a year
almost
ago.
2 years
Almost
now.
2 years?
Yeah,
What?
which is crazy.
Because
Yeah.
the whole thing was we were New Jersey based. Like I used
Yeah.
to play in a lot of bands in New Brunswick
Yeah.
when we were in high school.
He used to
too.
run one of the house venues.
one of the house venues here.
Yeah.
Well,
Playing the jam band scene.
what was the name of the venue?
The venue was called the Preserve, but
Huh.
it definitely doesn't exist.
It was
Yeah.
not preserved.
Well, what year would this be?
Like 2018,
Okay.
2019. Yeah.
So there's definitely distinction these days of like pre-COVID and post-COVID era
Yeah.
of everything.
This was
you know?
pre-COVID.
Yeah. So the pre-COVID stuff is kind of like it is so crazy. I've talked about this before, but like in New Brunswick, like history gets erased so fast. You know, like
Yeah.
like there's such a high turnover. So like things like that, like no one remembers that at all. Basically, I mean, sad. I hate to say it, but I don't know. It's hard to preserve things. in
No,
the
it
city.
makes sense. I wouldn't
Yeah.
expect that. I mean, even
Yeah.
then, I feel like we didn't know anything about the scene before. It was just like whatever was going on at the
Yeah.
time.
That's
you
cool
know.
though. I
But
mean,
we would have been more based here. But I just happened to go to school in New York, so
Yeah.
that's why we kind of.
So you guys been playing up there more? I mean,
Yeah.
you guys play in New Brunswick at your house or whenever you can. But
Yeah.
you guys have a lot of shows in New York and stuff.
Yeah, we rehearse in New York too. We rehearse in Williamsburg. We all meet
Okay.
there.
Sammy, Gaetano, and I all live in New
Yeah,
York.
us three live in New York. Mario and I live close to each other, like near Harlem, and then
Nice.
this guy lives in Brooklyn.
Brooklyn Inn.
Yeah, but we just had a show. Lower East
Arlene's.
Side, Arlene's Grocery.
Oh, yeah,
and then we
I
got
know
a show.
Arlene's.
Yeah, we got a show coming up at Sultan Room
In
on
April.
April.
We're getting a call.
18th.
Let me answer it.
Here we go.
Let's see if it works this time.
You used to call me on my. Oh, you should show off your.
AJ, the phone doesn't work in this room. You have to go into FM. Go try. Don't hang it up though.
Is it the sort of thing where we can hear it too, or no?
I'm unsure. I think it's on the board. He'll just turn the phone slider up. But yeah,
This is a good moment.
you guys have our most call-ins ever, I think.
Yeah,
Our fans
really
are
big.
weird
Two?
freaks.
How many calls have we gotten?
Like 5.
5?
Yeah,
Oh.
I think you guys have
It
gotten
actually
5.
is kind of a lot.
Okay. To whoever is calling, please call in again, as we must accept you within the FM studio.
So this is a good time for you to beatbox, or
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Sammy,
This
do
is a good
a.
time for me to
Sammy's
beatbox.
got a hidden talent that we have yet to really
Yeah.
utilize.
All right, cool.
Take it
Figure
away.
out how to exploit it.
A 1, a 2, a 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah.
Can that be an interlude on the next This'll Be
We've
Rodeo
done it.
album?
Oh, album. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Getting
Yeah.
that recorded would be nice. That'd be good. Get a nice boom to it.
Well, it's etched in like history because it's live on air.
He can do.
Oh, that's also true. Yeah.
He
yeah,
can do a beat drop. Wait, give him like a phrase and he'll do a beat
Oh
drop.
yeah. Give me like a song, like
Like peanut
Weezer.
butter.
anything by Weezer. Okay. Oh God.
Give me Buddy Holly, or no, give me Say It Ain't So.
Oh. Wait, I gotta remember how the song goes. Somebody's hiding, it's drowning my icebox. Somebody's cold. Say it ain't.
We had a question. Sorry to interrupt.
The phone's
Whatever's
still
going
on.
on here, I know.
Okay.
We had a question from a local musician who wanted to ask about your piano.
Sure.
He said that not so many artists around here have a keyboard piano in their act or whatever.
Yeah.
And he wanted to ask about like what it was like with that and
Oh, it sucks. It's so
And,
annoying to move this thing. I'm actually gonna sell this and get a smaller one,
and
but
the logistics of all that.
yeah. I had always wanted to play keyboard live. It is restrictive because I can't walk very far from it, and it gets in the way.
All those frets.
All the frets on the piano, yeah,
Get a
better known as
fretless one.
keys.
Yeah.
Fretless gang approved.
Yeah.
No.
But I love synths. I felt like I feel like a lot of guitar players get pedal boards and then just try to do what synthesizers do, which is like
100%.
cool, but like I also would just rather use a synth. And I started playing piano and I write all my music pianistically, I guess. So it just made so much more sense to have this thing. And yeah, I'm happy to. It just adds another layer to the music, and we're gonna
100%.
probably our next song. I'll show off some more piano in it.
Yeah, Chris rips on the piano. Can do some crazy jazz.
I
Yeah,
think the piano's awesome. It's like
that's it.
$80,000 at a music school. Got this. No, I'm just kidding.
it's like my favorite instrument. I think. I don't know. So I always love when I love the Doors because they have like a keyboardist and stuff.
It's like
Some of the first stuff I learned was Ray Manzarek.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's great.
Yo, they have some weird deep
baby.
cuts. Have you ever like dug into their like back
Doors?
catalog?
I
the Doors?
haven't, but I
You
really
gotta.
I really want to.
Listen to like Yes the River Knows. That's an
Okay.
amazing song. Or
Interesting.
the Soft Parade, like the song, the Soft Parade. You know, that sounds like 8 minutes long, and it's like 15 songs. Like, yeah, and he's like starts ranting about like leopards and candy, and you're like,
Interesting.
"Jesus."
I love
That's when
that.
he's
I love
doing
that.
that.
That's the
Whenever he's
best.
ranting.
Yeah, when he starts ranting, you know the
I mean,
song's
I
gonna
think
be good.
the end
He
is
woke before
such a
dawn.
great song.
Yeah, yeah.
Because he's
Put
like,
his boots on.
going crazy.
And he walked on down the hall.
Yeah. When I was back there in
love him.
seminary school, yeah.
Wait, do you know how to put the call over air? I know you have to be in there.
Yes.
I think that'd be a cool thing.
I don't think we can figure it out for this show because I think like we can't hear it if it's over air still.
Yeah.
So there's
Are
no
you
way,
able
there's
to,
no way
Are
to.
you able to talk on that mic and have it
Uh,
on the air
we'll
like
figure
at the
it
same
out.
time? I'm just
I
wondering. Okay,
I
anyways,
don't know.
whatever.
But I have a question.
Yeah.
So this is probably my favorite question to ask bands because, every band has like such a starkly different answer. If you guys could release one unique piece of merch, signature to your band,
So good. Man.
what would it be?
Oh, we've
We've
actually
talked about
debated
this.
this because there's a few things we would love to. Is it like
Cowboy?
practical?
Cowboy hats.
I was
Like-
thinking cowboy hats.
Cowboy
no,
hat,
but like
like
something. It doesn't
belt
have to be
buckle?
practical. We've gotten flannels.
Belt buckle
We've
would be
gotten
cool.
Yeah.
belt buckle would
Yeah.
be sick.
Party Girl sells booty shorts, which are awesome.
That's
and
fire.
if I had a
Right,
booty,
I
I
saw
would
those.
absolutely
Leg
wear them.
warmers?
Leg warmers.
Leg
Leg
warmers
warmers
would be
is
wild.
interesting.
Yeah.
Um,
Spurs.
Deodorant.
well, we actually Gaetano and I wrote like a
Deodorant.
a Luigi Mangione level manifesto. I'm just kidding. We wrote like a manifesto that was like crazy. And it had like a bunch of poems, and Mario wrote a article on the history of bass.
Oh,
and we were gonna sell that, and it's like a crazy weirdo like 7 data lamp histories.
I mean,
kinda
I
interesting.
was
What
being
if we
pretty
sold,
serious.
Like wax statues of our heads.
Oh, busts.
Ooh, yeah.
This Holy Rodeo bust.
That's probably
Yeah,
the best
that's
answer
scary.
right now.
Yeah.
I think you guys should stick to the belt buckle, maybe.
Yeah.
that was my
I
shout.
wouldn't
You
use
would
buy a
buy
belt buckle.
Chris's face.
Yeah, what's wrong with my
Just to-
face? You don't want it looking
I
at you all
just
the
like
time?
I'm afraid of I'm afraid of the wax like melting if it gets hot. That makes-
Wax.
it's
Who
really
said
good
wax?
I thought you said
doesn't-
wax.
It's
it
good
doesn't-
wax.
You
It's
said
good
wax?
wax.
It's like the Madame
Oh,
Tussauds
candle.
wax.
Oh,
Madame
yeah,
Tussauds
Madame
wax
Tussauds.
also
Dude,
melts.
I just
They
think
just
of
keep
that
it
I
at
think of
a
that
right
SpongeBob
temperature.
episode.
You don't know what you're
You know what
talking
I'm
I
about.
don't know what you're talking about. Can we get him off there? Can we cut his mic?
Get this guy
Cut
out.
his mic.
Get this fool out of here.
Wait, this Holy Rodeo like candle where it's just one large candle.
We
with
thought
all
about
your
that,
faces?
didn't we?
I think we talked about
We
it.
talked about
doing
the
prayer
candles.
candles.
Yeah, like
Prayer
a prayer
candle.
candle. That would be actually
That'd be
that'd be really
great,
easy
yeah.
too, because you just take a prayer candle and put our picture on it
Yeah,
instead.
yeah.
That's sacrilegious.
Yeah, that I'm not
We
We
into
could
Oh,
keep
that.
whoops.
Gaetano's face out of it though.
Whoops.
maybe.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
like,
Normally
I don't
we're
know.
a very God-fearing band.
Yeah.
So I'm surprised to hear
I'm
Um,
terrified of
you say
God.
this.
Yeah,
How would you even make a belt buckle? How does one go about being like, I want to make
Here's
a
the thing
Well,
about
the
the
thing
belt.
about the
No one's
belt
gonna
buckle.
notice the belt buckle.
What are you
Well,
talking about? Have you
well-
ever Texan, right? Yeah.
I have heard stories like back in Texas they have
Dude.
big belt buckles with your name on it. you
Dude,
know?
I lived in Dallas, bro. I saw that. It was, it's a lot. Your belt buckle means a lot. I still have a
Yeah.
friend, big Dallas guy.
I mean, like
Where's the
around
belt
here, no one really cares about that. But like, once you go down south, the belt buckle, you have it out. You know?
and it's a good thing we play in the South a lot. The belt buckles will do well.
Yeah,
that's a question
Yeah.
I was gonna ask. Have you guys like played down in the south or anything?
Not this down south. We played more like northeast.
Have you gone on tours or anything?
Yeah, like small little excursions. You know,
Yeah.
Where's
Longest
the
I think
farthest you've excursed?
Boston?
Probably Boston.
Yeah,
Oh,
Boston.
yeah, that's far.
Boston.
Shout out Boston.
Shout out Boston.
We're hoping to stretch out more, but it's like we're still learning this whole like band business and
I
booking
mean,
thing.
yeah,
and
it's not profitable.
I'm
no,
to
it's,
do that.
it's touring is a racket,
But it's
man.
dope,
Yeah.
bro.
I'm sure it's a lot of
It's
fun
dope.
and it's an experience, but it's definitely not like
We could tell you some
It's
crazy
a lot of
stories.
fun. It's just it's
Oh, I have a
mostly
good one.
being inside of and around cars.
yes.
Yeah, that's the
Yeah.
big.
And then with these three guys, oh boy. No, just
Yeah, I
kidding.
mean-
with
Oh,
these
gosh.
guys, it's fun.
We
because
get
play
all
those
wacky.
games,
Oh yeah, we play a lot of
we
games,
toss all
and
the
Mario is
butter
car sick
around.
the whole time.
Yeah.
Toss the
Yeah.
butter around. Yeah,
We
the
do that
butter's
thing
always
with
good
the
time.
mayonnaise.
Yeah.
Way
The
too many
lemons, don't
times.
talk about the
Lemons.
thing with the mayonnaise guy we're on here.
Yeah, well, let's not.
No.
Beatles got nothing on us. Sorry.
Beatles mentioned.
No.
You guys
Come
like the
together.
you guys like the Beatles?
Of
I
course.
love.
What
the
is this?
Beatles.
What's the face palm?
Every show we talk about the Beatles.
No, it's
Oh,
not
okay.
we. First of all.
Dude, don't let me down.
Well, they do a different version of with different lyrics, but we can't sing it on here probably. No, are you about to actually do it? No, don't do it.
No. No
Okay.
Beatlemania.
we all love the Beatles.
Unironically.
yeah,
we actually
unironically.
do all
They're
like.
also
not?
just one guy.
They are.
They're
yeah.
one guy.
They are.
That's actually
They're
where we
one
got
of
the
those-
idea to be one guy.
If the
Gaetano-
Beatles could be one guy, which of them would it be?
Ringo.
Paul.
Ringo.
Obviously Ringo.
Ringo.
The bass
Ringo's the
guy's
only one
Ringo.
Ringo's the
Still alive
mastermind.
right
Everyone
now.
knows.
The
this.
bass guy's Ringo, and it's also because that's how the trickster works. It's like the least.
Trickster.
It's the least, you know.
Exactly.
Six
And
pack.
also, I mean, hello, Ringo's the only one that's still alive right now.
That's
Yeah,
true.
yeah, yeah.
It's
That's
not-
true.
Oh wait.
Ringo
yeah.
is
go
the
to
only one alive.
truth.gaetano.paul/dead.
Paul is dead.
Check out my
dot
Tumblr
org.
page.
Yeah. He breaks it all down.
Gaetano, which Beatles song is your favorite?
That's what I was gonna ask.
Well, I mean, really, honestly, no, it's Happiness is a Warm Gun
That's yeah.
is my actual.
Oh.
answer.
Oh.
I'm sure
I
I can
thought
come
it-
up with a joke one too.
Well, I
but
thought you were gonna
actual-
say the second.
Can you
one,
just
but-
complete the circle?
Yeah, I thought you were gonna say the second one.
Yeah, the second one.
There.
Yeah.
That's great.
That's a
That's
good
good.
one.
That's
That's a
good.
good
There we
one.
go. There we go.
You know what?
They're
I'm
applauding back home too. I can hear them.
I'm calling you out on this. I'm going to Spotify and finding the second Beatles song. And if you can't tell it to me,
Wait, is it?
Probably. I mean, in terms of like their singles, it's what is it? Isn't it like? Cause
Do you
What
wanna
We
know a
Do was their
secret?
first
I
one?
feel like
Question
that's
mark.
Please
Please me.
It said,
Please
do you
me.
want to know a secret? I think it might be
It's
that.
Yeah, I
Please
would say,
Me
do you want to
What
know a
We
secret?
And
Or-
the secret is that Paul is dead.
The secret's that it's one person. It's Ringo.
Or a
It's one of
cover.
those.
Could
Is
also
it? Is
be
it?
a
Is it? Do you
cover.
want to know a secret? Off, please, me.
Off of Please Please Me.
I mean, that's. I
It
guess.
is.
The audience
It
loves
is.
the Beatles
It
tribute.
is.
Look
Nah,
at this
no,
guy.
it's not.
Oh.
It's a song called Misery.
Oh.
By Maroon 5. Yeah.
Yeah.
What? Yeah, the second Beatles song is by Adam Levine.
Yeah. No, unironically.
Don't even get
That's-
Gaetano started
that's-
on Adam
that's the
Levine.
guy,
Wait,
actually,
Adam
in
Levine
Beatles.
is the
It's
one
The
Adam
Beatles
Beatle.
are actually Adam Levine.
He's the
yeah.
Beatle.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Hold on,
there was a
hold on,
call
hold on.
from your fans. They
Oh.
they said something about roast beef or something. I don't know. But
All of
roast,
them.
They
All- every single
they
one of
they
them.
were,
What
there
did
was
they-
something about roast beef, but then they also said they liked your guys' music. So
Oh,
that's
okay.
good.
I
I
told you
mean-
they're
So
weird,
we're-
smelly,
Yeah.
felony
We like roast
freaks.
beef
Yeah.
too.
We do like roast beef.
Yeah.
I like roast
Pastrami
beef.
is pretty good.
Pastrami's good, but it's not like roast beef, you
Yeah.
know.
Oh, I don't know about that.
All right.
And it objectively
Oh.
is not roast
Anyways,
beef.
all right, guys.
Real quick, it is the top of the hour. You are listening to Overnight Sensations on 88.7 WRSU FM.
Bottom of the dial.
Bottom of the dial. I have to do that every hour.
Yeah,
So-
top of the hour.
Top of the hour ad
we-
break.
Top of the
Do we
hour
run
too? Yeah.
ads for like?
No.
You know, no. Can we run an ad real quick?
Yeah, go ahead.
Hi, Mario.
Hi, Chris.
I just invested in this really wonderful cryptocurrency.
I
Oh,
wonder
God.
what it's called.
It's called Rodeo Coin.
No.
Rodeo coin, and all you have to do is give him your bank account information
Absolutely, just DM it to @thisholyrodeo
on
right now.
Instagram.
People have actually given us their social security
Credit
number,
card
like
number,
unironically.
and your credit card number.
Why?
The date it expires, and there's 3 silly digits on the back.
Yeah. And you want to pump and dump this. Listen, you don't want to hold on to this for very long because it's bad news.
Oh,
Bad. It's
boy.
really bad. It's gonna go down really bad.
Yeah.
Rodeo coin.
All right, I mean, I'd invest in that.
That's not what I meant by unique
I
merch.
put all my money.
Yeah,
Wait,
that's what
that
we
it
should've
is.
said,
That
yeah.
is what it was.
NFTs, you know.
It was too
Of
good of a
us
question.
as
It pulled us
chimps.
out of the
NFTs are
bit.
the
It pulled
most
us out of the
unique
bit.
Yeah.
There's only one, right? An NFT. That's what
It's
makes
the
it an
most
NFT.
We're big NFT
And
heads.
and if you like right click save image as, oh my god, we
It's
will
not the
come down on
same.
you with the full force of the law. You do not want to mess with this holy rodeo.
Oh boy. rodeo NFTs.
Yeah.
Rodeo ape.
I think we know. I don't know who. I think we know who was calling. I think it was the boys from Necto.
Yo,
Oh.
Necto!
Shout out
Nice.
Necto.
Shout out loose boyfriend drums Bogdan.
Drums
SO.
Bogdan,
Yeah.
Boom Nugget.
Boom Nugget. He actually played on one of my film scores.
Really?
Logan, yeah. That guy's
Right.
ridiculously
Yeah, you
talented.
told me about that.
Yeah.
Shout out.
Shout out.
Yo. Shout out. We want to get Necto in here. They're the boys.
They are the boys.
Shout out.
They're
anyways,
all boys.
You
yeah.
want to play some more music?
We would love to do
Alright.
that. Let's
Let's
play
do that.
Lab Rats.
Or breed
This- not Yeah, let's do Lab Rats. Lab Rats is like it's our dreamiest little tune. Wait, let me do my NPR voice. This is like a slow burn kind of country tune, and it's all about like pastoral settings. All right, let's go. You ready? said, oh my Lord God, why'd you make me in a form so ungodly? Could lacerate me, hook me up on ivy, gently wither away. Oh, but what do you do? But what do you do? Much louder than me. And so God said to me, a compassionate care kills her survivor. And so I bought a gun, 'cause this life will go on, even if I take another. stars were so bright before. Do you ever feel like you have shuffled off? Some was this I called my home life. What did they do to the stars were so bright before? Do you ever feel like they have shuffled off? Happiness I call my home life. What did they do to the stars were so bright before? Do you ever feel like they are shuffled off? Some blessedness I call my home life. What did they do to the stars were so bright before? Oh, look at him go. Thanks.
Wow.
We were knocking posters off the wall. You couldn't see it, but
Oh, good. I'll
I'm
fix that later.
Speechless.
I'm out of speech. I have no speech.
So I don't know if false endings is the right term, but there were like a lot of like pauses in that, which I really liked.
Yeah,
cool.
for sure.
Yeah, thanks.
Any inspiration behind that?
First of all,
I'm
what
not
was
good at
it-
writing transitions.
What was it called? First of all?
It's called Lab Rats. It's not out yet.
Lab Rat.
Uh,
There's a
When's it gonna be out?
our live session. We have a live session of it. And
You
there'll be
can
this-
listen to it on Spotify.
Yeah, it's on Spotify. It's a live version. We have a
Oh,
live
awesome.
album that we did on Birdhouse.
Cool. Right.
It's on
right.
YouTube,
I've
it's
I
filmed.
watched that actually.
Yeah,
We
we
were
play
in
the
a
song
Birdhouse.
on there.
Yes, I watched that. I like that because you guys are funny.
Shout out Birdhouse.
Are we
Um,
funny? Oh,
So
yeah, crazy solo there. Crazy. I liked how it started slow, then it gets intense, and that was great.
I figured we needed at least one slow song because all the other songs are like 190 BPM.
Can I get some water, by the way?
I got you.
oh,
'Cause I think,
you
I think
wanna
we're
get-
planning
right.
a really fast one soon.
Oh, come on. Come on.
Wait, what's happening here? What's this?
They want to play like our hardest song, and I'm like, ooh.
No, let's do it. The fans want it.
All right.
They
The-
literally
the
like
fans-
roast
the
beef.
fans
You
love
don't think they're gonna like this song?
And I don't won't like it.
Um.
It was my microphone also fell down in the middle of that. I'm just afraid of that happening again.
Yeah, we got that on camera.
You did?
Yeah,
Oh, sweet.
that camera, this camera,
Yeah.
that camera, all the
Biggest-
cameras.
Yeah, you can put it on, biggest dork compilation.
Oh, it's already on there probably.
Oh,
America's funniest home
again?
videos. So do you guys have any new music coming out soon?
Yeah.
I know you just released Thieves.
Yes, which
Available everywhere.
if you're listening, you should be streaming that.
Stream.
Streaming.
What's our best?
Stream.
Stream.
What's our best
Stream.
way of like convincing people to listen to it?
Just listen to it.
It's so good.
It's good.
We're cooking. We're cooking. We're eating.
Yeah.
We're in
Yeah,
the
yeah,
kitchen.
Yeah.
Everyone
All
who's
those
listened to it
things.
has said slay per.
It genuinely sounds really good. And if
Probably
you
our
It's our
best
most. It's our
sounding.
most danceable song
Yeah,
as
yeah.
well.
Yeah.
I think
At
I would agree with that.
moments.
I did
Yeah.
some research before the show,
Nice.
and I really like it. It's
What's
Oh,
our
thanks, man.
Wikipedia say? I haven't checked it.
you guys have
Oh, yeah.
Wikipedia? I only see it on like I don't know, Firefox. But so you guys have a long-term project, like a long project coming out soon?
Yeah, actually, here's the current plan. We were gonna put it out earlier, actually, because the song's already recorded. I just have to redo like a vocal track because
Yeah.
I did something and I was like, "This is gonna be genius," and then we all listened back. We're like, "That is a bad idea," which you'll never hear because I'm never gonna purposely embarrass myself. But
unless you subscribe to our Patreon.
yes, then all my failures
There
are
needs to be more
perfectly.
bands with Patreons. and-
Yeah. But we have we can play that song next. But it's called March of the Breed. The March of the Breeders Ascend Upon Manhattan, and it's our hardest song to date. We kind of lost our mind trying to get the hang of this one. But that'll come out in April 20 something. We're gonna do a big release show, Sultan Room in New York, and probably one around New Brunswick as well. So you should come out to that.
The room.
At the room, probably, yeah, honestly. At my house, because no one where else will have us. Can't kick me out of my own house. And yeah, so and then after that, long-term, bigger projects, by June, we want to have an EP. We're going to do some remixes of the old songs, so they'll be like fresh,
Yeah.
Cool.
some re-recordings.
It's all like planned for at this point.
And then we're going to do a second EP with 2 new songs. One of them was the one you just heard, Lab Rats, and then we'll do like a punky song on there. Thieves will be on that EP. And then we're going to we have this plan for a song that's going to be 10 minutes and features 2 hillbillies getting lost deep in kind of a liminal.
Okay.
Yeah, that's all
Um,
I'll say about that.
I like your visual stuff, like your your Instagram reels or
Oh,
whatever.
yeah.
I think that's cool. I mean,
Thanks.
are you making all those like yourself?
Yeah,
or-
I mean these guys help me film it, but yeah, I edit all that
Yeah,
stuff.
I
I've
like the
been
editing.
stuff today.
Chris is editing daddy
yeah, buddy.
is what we started calling him.
And they're my acting babies.
I've we've been trying to do some like reels ourselves, and I liked your guys' stuff. I liked the Minecraft AI parkour, whatever.
Oh, you talking about the room stuff? Yeah, the room stuff does that. Yeah.
That's hilarious.
Yeah. Anthony does most of the brain rot stuff. Yeah.
But I always mess with that. What I always think of, like, what are your guys' opinions on, like, I keep seeing like band reels, and it's like it's weird. It's just like a weird thing because they're
we do them.
Oh yeah.
But it's not like, not like there are bands that do it where it's like, oh, everyone go around and name your favorite like guitarist or whatever, like that kind of stuff. And it's
so cringe.
They all say
cringe.
John Mayer or David Gilmour.
And it's like, but then they're getting like 500,000 views.
Yeah, 100%. It's like like I have a friend who
and they're blowing up. You know?
Yeah, no, 100%. I have a friend who's an artist, and every day he's grinding. He's putting out TikToks every single day at the same time, and he's like, I found that the more you work on the TikToks, the more quality you want it to be, the least people watch it.
Yeah.
So the stupider, the dumber down, like, you know, kind of just right there in your face.
Oh, that's why we've been embracing the brain rot aesthetic.
Yeah.
Like I think there's a very clear thing when you watch what we do that, like, yeah, we're doing the trendy stuff, but we are very clearly making fun of it.
No,
yeah.
it is. I had so much more fun doing those than like I kind of expected. We kind of were all just like, oh, now we have to be also like content creators and practice and write.
That's also just the case of bands these days.
There's
no way to get away
from
it.
Avoiding
There's no
it.
avoiding
There's
it.
no
anymore.
avoiding it. I don't think I would say most bands don't like doing this. Obviously, we would just like to not focus on
You're
that.
a psycho if you like to.
Yeah,
I had fun doing
like,
hours though.
I
I'm
mean,
gonna be
yeah,
real.
we
Like, I had
have fun
but
filming our stuff, but it's not cool that now we also gotta vouch for ourselves through the socials and
it is
whatnot.
such a weird,
you know?
weird time we live in. Where like, first of all, it feels like everything's already been done before, you know, and that's a hard thing.
Yeah.
Then there are like a million bands, you know, and you have to set yourself apart somehow, and you really
I'm only
do.
aware of like 10 bands tops.
We're the second band.
But you have to kind of give into that like social media stuff, which I don't know. It feels a little disingenuous sometimes.
It does.
hard.
I mean, I went through. I decided at some point relatively recently that like, okay, I actually want this music thing to happen for us. I'm determined, and so I started to learn about music business, and I'm someone like I'm really not interested in playing the game, but that's not like my disposition.
Yeah, if you could just snap your fingers and
Yeah.
people would hear your music, that's great.
But it literally doesn't happen that someone sees you and then you go. It just doesn't happen. You have to do the thing.
Yeah, the whole, hey, this band is pretty good. Put him on the record label.
I'll throw $200,000 at the
that-
label advance.
Yeah,
that doesn't happen.
doesn't
anymore.
happen
But
anymore.
I think you guys definitely seem dedicated, you know, I mean, and into it.
Yeah,
Like
we're having fun.
you can definitely tell when people like playing music or like are really passionate about what they do. And
Yeah.
that's cool to see.
I think that like the whole like we're soulless businessmen thing definitely came as like an emotional reaction from me,
Yeah.
like doing all this because like at a certain point I was like, okay, I just have to bite the bullet and do this.
Also, just as a result of the world around us these days, like it's impossible to avoid that type of persona these days, you know.
Yeah, like I think it's so weird because people like they love the projection of sincerity in those things, but they don't actually want sincerity. Because if I was sincere, that would be very repellent, I think.
Yeah.
But so what they want you to do is like pretend to be sincere. And I think that's like where the character playing comes
It's
from.
just like
it's
satire. Everyone, I mean, everyone's already like a caricature of themselves
online.
you
But
know,
I love that. Like our first band we had in was Rotoscope, and they're also kind of similar with that like satirical thing. I
Yeah.
mean, they're very like
They have a good
satirical
sense of
and-
humor.
Yes, but you guys are alike in that way.
We love them. We're
Yeah.
gonna play with them again soon, actually.
They're
I
great.
think it makes sense because it's like if you present as genuine on the internet and you're like, oh, I'm genuine, I'm a really nice guy. Everyone's gonna be like, you're clearly lying. Like, why would you?
And we
that
hate
on
you.
the internet? Like, I
Anyone-
don't believe you.
Anyone who says they're a nice guy on the internet, like 9 times out of 10, like next
Is
year the
not,
allegations
yeah.
are coming
Exactly.
out.
Next
Oh,
month.
boy.
But I think that if you're satirical about stuff that people know is bad, if you're like playing into that, then I think that people are more like they're like, I mean, I don't really know anything about him, but at least I know that like they don't you know,
Mess with
they don't,
that.
they don't like
Yeah.
that. You know?
Although
Or that they're making
people
fun
people
of
have genuine like seriously been like, are you guys actually sponsored by
it.
Lockheed
Usually
Martin?
old heads,
Yeah.
older heads.
Yeah.
But
And
Yeah.
it's so I'm like, yeah, no, totally.
I was really nervous to repost the reel of me being a father, and forgetting being like a Wall Street dad, and like forgetting my daughter's birthday, and looking like just trying to figure out what
What
is it?
number it
Daughter was
is,
gonna
and
say.
so I'm
Wait,
just looking through all the cards, and
is
I just
this?
pick up like
Is
this- What is the
6-year-old,
context?
7-year-old.
this
you know,
is a
like us being like a
real-
Wall Street, like a average Wall Street
Wall Street
father.
dads
Yeah,
be
yeah,
like,
okay,
yeah,
okay,
yeah.
he's like,
yeah,
I gotta go to my daughter's birthday.
Yeah.
We've been doing like a Wall Street character
Oh,
thing.
this.
Yeah, that
Let me see.
one.
The-
There were a couple things we posted that were satire, and that like people in my family have been like, "Oh, really? That's so cool."
It's like, Mom, no.
That's wrong.
Probably was just weird with your kid because
Oh,
you,
God.
you do that.
You
forget
ignore
your
your
You,
child.
Gaetano, you put me on your Spotify Wrapped. You said Sammy Habib making like random
I said
noises.
The Sammy Habib tapes.
The Sammy Habib like secret tapes on his like
Which is
Spotify
him
Wrapped, and my mom was
sleeping.
like, "What does this mean? Does this mean you made it? Like you made somebody's Spotify Wrapped? That's so cool." And I'm like, "No, mom."
Shout out to the 3 people who had Rodeo on their Spotify
Yeah,
rap.
this
I think I was one of
rodeo
them.
is pro pollution.
Yes,
I-
absolutely.
Yeah.
Just destroy everything.
Oh god.
There was one time specifically where this person started being like, "You guys, you can't joke around with that."
Oh
type
my
of stuff.
gosh, the
You
one
can't
the
joke-
girl who
yeah.
came up to me
You
and was
can't joke
ranting
around
at
with
me.
that type of stuff because a lot of people are gonna think you're being serious, and we were kind of
She
just
kept
like,
telling me like, you're bringing the vibes down.
Right.
I remember
we
that.
just
So drunk.
we just wanted to respond with like, I mean, I'll check in my contract if I can stop saying
Yeah,
these
yeah.
things.
That's funny.
But,
That's really
but
funny.
I
I
have
was
to
like, I'll
talk with
see what
them
they
first.
say, but
I-
they're famously litigious. I don't know if you know anything about.
Joking?
about
What are you
Lockheed.
Yeah, you know, they're not understanding.
Like, come on, please.
I mean, we literally have like like a holy chopped cheese on stage. Like
Yeah.
sometimes, like, are you serious right now? There's no way.
It's so weird because people are so post-ironic and at the same time so unable to read anything
Yeah,
for what it
through
is.
any irony.
We're in such a weird state where like, irony. It's
New
like,
Jersey.
it's
We're
so-
busted.
like 10,000 levels of
Uh-huh.
irony where you don't even know anymore. You get
Yeah.
lost in
No,
the
yeah.
sauce.
Oh, the nation is cooked.
Post ironicism, core synthwave gaze.
Chat is the nation
Yes.
cooked.
Chad, are we cooked?
I think we're cooked, guys.
Chat, should we play another song?
Yes,
Yes,
let's play.
chat.
Let's play that song. This is our hardest song, so
This one we
what's it
call
called?
roast beef.
it's called "The March of the Breeders Descend Upon Manhattan." It's going to be our next song. I have to
The
ramble.
breeders descend upon Manhattan to get some roast beef.
Yes, they're so hungry. Those guys. They're really some silly boys. If this microphone falls over again,
I
just
got you.
thank you. God bless. Yeah, we're having some projectiles. You know, when you handsome gents are ready to get saucy with it, perhaps.
I'll hit you with the first one. Everybody ready?
Yeah. Let's go fast, baby. Let's go fast.
And they're lining!
Up in the corner and 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 up in the corner and
And they're lining!
up in the corner and 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 up in the corner. They far, 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 they both, 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 they far, 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 they far.
And they're lining!
March of the Beaters of all Manhattan, March of the Beaters of Nathan Rashes, March of the Beaters of all Manhattan, Georgia for something that I could manage. They got us surrounded. I feel like a winner and take no disrespect. I follow the police commissioner. Give me the million with one for trauma. Drinking out of trees in my balaclava. That soldier points his gun right in his own direction.
They're lining!
Up in the corner and 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 up in the corner. They far, 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 they both, 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 they far, 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 they're
And they're lining!
marching leader of Montana, and learning violence, I need better to make my brothers increasing the million one more trauma. How he's man with a sword in his back, and turning his sword in his back, and turning his sword in his back, and turning his sword in his back, and cracking the soldier points its own gun right in his own direction. They fire there. Bullets at me. 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 Thanks. Just normal human music.
I really like that. I like
Thanks.
that a lot.
Yeah.
That's the next one, baby.
Vocally impressive, for one thing.
So we've established that AJ's mom is a fan.
Yeah.
My dad, however, has a question for the band.
What's up?
Any relation to Frank Zappa does this band have?
We were just talking about that.
Yeah, we love Frank
Weird, yeah.
He's a swell musician.
Zappa.
Well, so are you
Yeah,
guys.
thank you.
Wow.
I'm actually more of a Mothers fan. I love like later Frank Zappa and
That
everything, but like the
is-
Mothers is what I always come back to. Mothers of Invention.
Sorry, Dad.
No, that's Frank
That's
Zappa
that's
too.
still Zappa.
Yeah. That's still Frank. That's just his early years when he was a little bit more rebellious, I think.
Yeah.
Well, he was always rebellious, to be fair,
Yeah.
but I think
bit
he was
more
more
He
like
literally went to
Oh.
Congress at some point.
yeah.
to
He was more
debate
blatant,
censorship.
I would say, in his
You
like.
said you were more of a Mother's man. I thought you were talking about AJ's mom versus my
Oh
dad.
no.
Oh, brutal.
I
I
was like,
like
wow.
them both equally.
Dads are welcome.
The mothers of invention. The mothers of invention. Actually, but on the vocal front, I actually wanted to mention something because I haven't talked about this a lot on Rodeo, but I feel like this is a good platform. I have like severe acid reflux,
Yeah.
and
Oh.
it's like these guys know it's like completely like obliterated my voice for like the last few years.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, so it's like I wrote that song because I knew like my range has been really capped. I used to be able to sing a lot better, but like I get hoarse really quickly now, and like I wake up in the morning like I sound like you know what I mean, because I'm just phlegm and acid are all over my throat. And so I wrote a song where I was like, okay, if I can't really like sing well anymore, like why don't I write a song where at least I like do something interesting vocally, repetitive, one note, really fast,
Yeah.
summa-lumma-dumma, you know what I mean,
Yeah,
like Eminem kind of thing. I can still do that, so I can still do something cool with like the limitations I
That's
have.
cool.
That was kind of the idea, and I'm actually cleared for surgery in March, so hopefully we'll
Nice.
fix it, and I'll be singing like an angel.
Yeah, Chris, I want you to give a little though backstory on what the song is about because I think that's
I don't know if
that's
it's things I can say on the air.
Oh, that's actually very true.
Here's the very safe version of it. It's about a bunch of really silly guys that get together and they just want to hang out in New York City.
Girls just
Awesome.
want to have fun.
Girls just want to have fun.
Awesome.
Right wing theocratic fascist
the
militia.
TV show Friends.
Yeah. You heard that in the song, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to pay crazy licensing on
Oh
that.
boy.
Well, you're covered with Lockheed Martin. You know they have good.
More like Rockheed Martin when we
Yeah,
play.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
What was like we asked everyone this question, but what was your guys' favorite like show you played, and like worst show maybe.
Oh,
This is the best one, and this is also the worst. No.
Probably the SIT show was really fun.
That was really
Was that
fun.
the one at the Halloween?
yeah, the
I think
Stevens Institute.
the two shows we just played were probably one of our best,
Yeah.
like, performance-wise.
Yeah.
I think we've really been honing
Yeah.
our skill a lot.
Ha-
I think they were really tight.
You said Stevens Institute. They have a scene there.
They invited us for like this Halloween show
Yeah.
that they were
Like the
having.
actual
It was
university.
like, it was
It's
like
called
some
Sumac.
Yeah.
student organization. Or
Yeah.
something.
It's called Sumac.
It was like it was a student organization. We didn't play in like a house or anything though. It was like at the
at the
Like
college.
commons of some
Yeah.
sort.
Because
yeah.
it was at a college, they paid us so much money.
they yeah.
That's why it was our favorite. Book us again.
No, but also a lot of
It was
people
so
were
much
there
fun. It
and
was
like
so much fun.
everyone was very engaged.
That's
I was
and
nervous.
stuff,
Yeah, I was like,
and-
is this gonna be just kind of
Yeah, I
like,
was
you know, are
nervous
some
too.
college kids gonna come? Are they gonna like, you know, it's school run, so like, how much fun can you have by
Yeah.
a school run thing? But it was a blast. It was
Yeah.
really
And
fun.
they let us have a rider. Like they let us like ask for things to be in the green room. And so I was like curious
crazy.
how far they would go, but now I have a diploma. because
Yeah.
of that.
yeah.
Honorary. Yeah.
I was wondering where you were going with that, man. I was like,
We could tell you really crazy worst gigs.
oh,
let's-
dude,
let's
you
hear
gotta
it.
say
Uh,
that.
Oni
Upstate
Onse.
New York. Upstate New York.
Onionta. Well, Onionta's sad. I don't really want to tell that one.
I also didn't like the vibes there in general.
Yeah, we should. And it's
Up-
not even. The people were wonderful. It's not anything to do
yeah.
with that. I'm not trying to trash
We
it, but
love.
the Real X Day show.
Okay,
was-
so in
Oh.
case any of them are listening, are any of them listening? Like, is there any way?
They might be.
They might be. Look, we
Praise
love
to Bob.
praise to
be
Bob
Bob.
Dobbs.
Praise
love
to Bob.
Jr.
We love Rubik's Cube.
Love Rubik's Cube, but that show was
Was-
like in the middle of nowhere. This is my first show I've ever played with Rodeo.
Was it the first one?
This is the first one. It was the first day of
First
tour.
one.
It was the first one besides like the
We
jam
added
one
him
we
and then
did.
We immediately went on tour.
We immediately went on
Like,
tour.
the next day.
And we went, and I don't know where they're taking me. I'm in the car,
It's upstate New York, middle nowhere.
Like,
and they're
yeah,
telling me
yeah,
there's
like
this
upstate.
satire religion that's called Church of the Subgenius, and it's their Real X Day, right?
I don't think they'd appreciate you calling it satire, Sammy. That's kind of offensive.
Their real religion.
Yeah.
Their real religion, and yeah, it was a lot. There was somebody named the Senator.
It's their doomsday.
It's their
Every day-
doomsday,
Every
yeah.
year they choose a day the world is gonna end.
Long,
And
long.
they do 72 hours of.
I don't even know
nonstop
what you
music.
guys are saying. You
It's
guys
a real
asked me
thing.
A while ago.
This is a real thing.
Long story short, at the
It's a
end of the
real
night, I got lost in the woods and had to sleep in a cigarette car because I
He
looked.
broke into a car.
I
that was
broke
just
into a
open.
car.
The more
because-
Sammy speaks, the more questions arise.
Yeah.
Oh,
This is
and
a
we
long
don't have the
story.
answers because we had the same amount of questions.
They were asleep in the car. There was no space in the car, so I. had
You're,
to-
you haven't even told them that it was very cold.
It's
therefore,
very cold.
we
Well,
needed
it's
it.
upstate
Well, can
New
I
York.
wait? Let me tell the story about.
Yeah, and it was like 30 degrees, I want to say.
So they told me, I was like, oh, is there anywhere we can sleep there? Because like we can't, we don't have anywhere to drive. And they said, oh, we have lodging. Don't worry. And so I was like, where's the lodging? And then they just walk us like out into the woods, and then there's just like cots on like the forest floor,
What?
and that's it.
and a tent. No,
and,
don't
and
forget
a,
the tent.
And a little tent, like not a tent that covers. There's like a
It
canopy.
didn't have
really.
walls.
It had no walls, and so I tried to sleep out in like, the 30-degree cold, and I'm shivering. So we all just
oh my
like,
god, it was horrible.
so we all just get in the
So
car and
I stay
shiver.
behind. I stay behind though because I'm kind of already starting to fall asleep. And
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah. But then I hear something coming from the senator's tent, and let's just say it's a little PG-13.
He
and
was
so-
having fun with a friend.
He was having
and
fun
we'll
with a
move on
friend.
from there.
Yeah.
yeah.
and I had to leave.
You guys did,
We're
uh,
having fun with a
I'm
constituent.
getting intel. It's apparently Dave Drywitz's Crescent Moon. Something. Do you guys know what I'm talking about at all?
No.
You know who Dave Drywitz is? Okay, Steven's just he's off a perk
Oh,
or
boy.
something. But
But yeah.
Dave Drywitz is the bassist for Ween.
Ah, okay.
I don't know why he thinks that's related, but anyways, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Did
And
you guys-
then
did
we
you
had
guys
to
play
peel
with
out
them?
because they started like a fight started out at like 5 in the morning, and I was like, guys, we gotta go. They're yelling at each other. And
Oh my god, yeah, we like
I
escaped.
peeled out. Yeah.
Yeah, we
I
left.
woke up. I walked around. I just hear some guys like, "Hey, you better get away from me!"
No,
And
they
then-
were fighting over a beer because
then
he was
they were fighting
yeah
over a girl because they're like, "Don't look at her" or whatever.
Yeah.
and beer.
And then I was like, guys, we gotta go. there's a diner 5 minutes down the road. We gotta get out of here.
that diner was great, by
it
the
was
way.
it was Manson family feelings
Shout
for a
out
second there.
Upstate New York diner.
Yes, diner was amazing.
That's crazy.
What's the worst band you guys have had on here?
On
I'm,
here?
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
That's tough.
Oh, you're gonna answer?
It's probably happening live right now.
Oh,
There we go.
They're talking about you
there
guys.
we go.
Not me though, right?
Yeah. We like three of the people in this band.
Oh, that's cool. I like.
I'm so glad you said my name, right? I heard my name, right?
Yeah.
I really wanted to.
I literally couldn't handle it if it wasn't my name.
Just remember that I was the second person.
I was gonna say Gaetano was the second.
Yeah, I was gonna say the second band we had on, but
apparently Steven is correct, but I don't know if this is this.
What is happening?
Oh yeah, well that's Pube Fest.
Yeah, Pube Fest.
That's a different thing, which we also play. Which
we also play
Pube Fest is
Fest.
fun. Pube Fest was
That's
great
a
time.
different thing.
Yes,
the dude from Ween.
Oh, the bassist from
Crescent
Ween.
Moon
That's
is
the
the
that's the bass connection, bruh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Steven
Fretless
texted me
head.
like, "I am correct." I'm like, "Okay."
That wasn't
You
the
are
show, but
correct.
we
What
did
a
play that one.
statement.
Steven, you goddamn fretless head. Oh, I did it
You
again.
can say, "Damn, it's fine."
Oh my god. Oh my god.
It
okay.
jigs.
I'm gonna
jigs-
stop
We're
talking.
we're not gonna feed him tonight, so you'll
Yeah.
go hungry.
Yeah.
Never feed me.
The bass.
Don't
cage.
feed your bass player. That's my number one.
I'm
piece of
genuinely
advice.
really sorry.
Black Rock
Genuinely.
is not gonna be happy with you guys.
No. They wanted us to be family friendly. And that's why we perform
Who is
naked.
Black Rocks?
Can you attest to the listening audience that we are in fact
Yeah, I
naked
mean
in the
they're
studio?
naked. They're naked as heck.
And how do we look, right? Like-
Yes, we wanted to get a camera in here, but
Yeah, I think we're in
couldn't do it this
we're in the
show
middle
'cause,
of doing that.
you know, everyone's naked, so it wouldn't be good.
Video and music don't go together anyway.
yeah, no, that's
keep them separate.
yeah.
Is that
I
true?
don't think these music videos are
Is
gonna
that a
go
method?
anywhere.
What are we talking about? Hold on, Steven's texting me.
That's the song, right? It's like
Music videos are dead.
Oh yeah, the music killed the video star.
Yeah.
killed the radio.
Yeah.
Video killed
It's
the.
just a train.
Everyone's
big long
killing the
murder.
music video.
Oh my god.
Did you say
This-
train?
Wow.
Did you say train?
Watch how this is slowly developing into just our nonsense.
Yeah. We are not focused. We're all, I think, severely ADHD and
That's okay.
unmedicated.
That's okay. Me too, man.
God bless, brother.
God bless ADHD Nation. Don't take your meds. Let's play a song.
All right. Actually, I wrote you guys a poem that I'd like to read.
All right.
And then
You guys
we'll
are-
go into the song. Yeah. Do you
Oh,
guys like poems?
I just want to apologize again.
You're good.
You're
You're fine.
genuinely.
You're fine. So we've had some.
Bro, be punk
I
rock
think-
about it. Be
I
like,
think-
yeah, I cursed on the radio.
No,
So what?
no.
We've had.
Imagine Mario in like the Sex Pistols when that happened on that TV show. And
Yeah,
Max
yeah,
started
I'm
yeah.
just like, I'm sorry.
I'm so sorry.
I'm
You're like,
so
we hate Margaret Thatcher, and he's like, guys, this is so embarrassing.
No one's done that sketch yet. That'd be good.
I'm
That'd
all
be
about
really good.
civility, okay? Anyway, here's
I
anarchy
did
in
not
the
know
Alright,
we were
alright.
gonna do this.
low key.
I am.
Can
Low
we,
key, Johnny Rotten sucks, and I'm gonna just say it out right now. He's got terrible takes. He's like an idiot.
Do
No, he's
not
got
know
terrible
enough
takes.
about
You
Johnny.
should look at. He said
Rotten's
some
takes.
really dumb.
We'll
stuff.
talk after the show.
We'll talk after the show. I won't slag him off too much, but yeah, he stinks. He's a
Alright, let's
real-
hear this
he's a real
poem.
jerk. Yeah, okay.
Poem.
What's that?
Poem.
Oh,
Johnny Rotten.
are y'all boys ready to go? All right, commence being washed over with distortion in 3, 2, 1, go. I don't remember a time without grief. I don't remember a consciousness unpacked. I don't remember a time where the lacerations weren't worth it. And frankly, I don't remember much of anything. But I've entered the trance before, and what I've learned would simply not be tolerated broadly. Some levels of consciousness are not permitted to those who weren't born lucky enough to wake up to stability, safety, and a stable sense of identity. Not as a sense of superior cognitive ability, but out of necessity. But for some of us, reality is a nightmare, unconsidered by the rest. And so we retreat into political ontologies of the imagination as a means of self-protection, and as a means of liberation. But this is a threat, and any threat, perceived or not, is precisely the justification necessary for the use of state-sanctioned violence. Tonight, this radio station may be overcome with a phalanx of encroaching militants. Tonight, our broadcast may be located by cell signals and rained down upon by MQ-9 reapers. Tonight, they may overthrow our radio host and install a fascist dictator to suppress our revolutionary spirit. Tonight, we may be on the precipice of another 1,000 years of darkness and failure. But tomorrow,
Tomorrow, may we load the airwaves with an imaginative conscience and fill hearts with a dangerous zeal. This station is no longer the property of a Central Jersey college. You're listening to this holy radio, WRSU FM 88.7. Mothers and wives, and so nothing ever changes. It's a book with all the same stories on all the blank pages, blanks on fire and blanks into a crowd. No, I'll never back down. No, I'll never back down. Oh, my mother would be so proud. This don't be the last one. Thieves and rumors and tumors, lost lives, and so nothing ever changes. It's a book with all the same stories on all the blank pages, blanks on fire and blanks into a crowd. No, I'll never back down. No, I'll never back down. Oh, my mother would be so proud.
That was sick.
I mean, I love that. I know you guys do the poem thing. I mean, like you do it every show.
Yeah.
Is it a different poem every time?
Chris writes it like 20 minutes before we play
I knew
it.
that
That's
from
dope.
your
I'd say like 95% of
from
the time.
Okay, yeah.
Sometimes I repeat myself because I'm like trying and I'm like, it's not happening today, folks.
Yeah, it's the creative
Yeah,
juices.
from like that video, the other interview you did. That's so cool.
Thank you.
I don't know. That's gonna be an awesome clip. I'm gonna save that clip for sure.
Yeah.
When I'm ranting about you guys getting overthrown in a coup, yeah.
I was like, huh?
Yeah.
And this is one of the few ones I actually wrote ahead of time where I was like, oh, you know what'd be funny?
Yeah. For a second, I was like, wait, you are listening to college radio in New Brunswick. But
Yeah,
it was like, this holy radio is also tough. Like, I couldn't, if you gave me 1,000 years, I couldn't think of that.
Nice, bro. That's
genius.
that's what they pay me for.
Who's paying you?
Lockheed Martin. Have we
yeah.
not gone over this, baby?
Yeah. You guys make the newest nuclear bomb, you know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
boy.
It's gonna come with Bluetooth compatibility, so you can like play tunes.
You can
out of
trace it.
Yeah,
And it has a microwave on
in
it.
case you misplace it, which our government has actually lost. I think about 7 warheads or something. like that.
drones.
That is crazy.
Right?
Anyways.
Do you know about the Goldsboro incident?
Oh, here we go. Oh, no.
I'm sorry. Do you not want me to go off? I can save it.
Um,
Just everyone
No,
Google
what's
it.
a Goldsboro?
Google it at
Yeah.
home for yourself.
Everyone Google the Goldsboro incident. Sick. I mean, it's not
Um,
sick, but it's like sick.
I'm sorry. What was the name of that song?
Thieves. That's our
Thieves,
new one.
right.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay,
Mhm.
I'm so like I feel bad, but like I gotta listen, and I'm going to.
We got more stuff coming out. You know what I mean?
I'm a fan.
Lots
You don't
of
have
stuff.
to listen
No,
to
I
it.
have to.
You know, he asked.
No,
to.
you-
It's contractual.
We're trying to sell a
Did you
product
not
here,
read
Ryan.
your contract?
He's got to listen to it. He's got to tell all his friends.
Yes.
Metrics.
I say this like every show, but like the intimacy that AJ and I get with like a band you would normally hear in like a sweaty dungeon.
Yeah.
It's just so
It-
nice
it
because
is-
like
it is so cool.
I can hear you guys, I can see you guys with no like LED lights in someone's.
Someone's
domicile.
vape blowing in my face or
It's
whatever.
it's just wonderful. You guys are wonderful people.
Thank you. You guys are wonderful people, and we're so happy to be here. This was really fun.
Stop.
Oh, you.
Okay, fine.
Stop.
You guys are the
Stop.
worst.
We gotta
Just
we gotta
completely
make,
hard
We gotta
turn.
make things happen with Sunday school too, and
No,
Oh
no,
god, we
that's
would be
not-
so
yeah,
pleased to play there.
we're gonna
This holy rodeo at Sunday
we're
school.
gonna
I
make
mean,
magic.
That works.
the things we could do.
You know you mentioned when we first started, you were like, I wonder if evangelical whatever Christians come to your show. Like, I wonder if any Christians come up to Sunday school and they think it's actually Sunday
You're
school.
gonna baptize a bunch of people or something.
I don't know. We wanted to do that, but I think we're gonna stray away from anything religious because
Yeah, yeah.
it gets dicey.
Well, it's like the Book of
Religion
Mormon.
is not at all a dicey subject. What are you talking about? People are really chill. about
Everyone's
differences.
on the same
no one
page.
actually cares.
Yeah.
People don't
No
care
one.
about that
People.
stuff.
Everyone's like, oh yeah, whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They just let it go. They've been known to just let things go.
And I've read history.
Yeah.
The literature.
It's a big goof.
Do we have time for one more?
I don't think we have one
Or-
more.
oh,
Really.
yeah.
Do we have one more?
We have 10 billion more, Chris.
Okay, then if we don't have them, I mean, we could just
We
only
can
have
just chop it up.
We only have 7 minutes, so
Why don't we play
Well, I
like
got
truth or dare or something?
I got something to throw back at you guys.
yeah, throw it back.
Ooh,
Throw it back.
radio. What's going on? How'd that get started? Who are your
Um,
influences and what made you want to do it?
Can I add music behind it? Like,
Oh yeah, give
What
us
are we
a,
looking-
give us a
what are we
little
looking
like a
for?
little dun,
Sure.
dun, 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 like a little bossa nova.
okay.
Something.
Um,
It's not distracting at all.
This is actually like a show that dates back to like the 1980s or 90s from WRSU.
yeah, this is an
and
old school show.
We actually just like kind of inherited it.
Oh, yeah.
I run the music department here at WRSU, and I
just-
text AJ and I'm like,
Yeah, we're friends, and Jake is like, oh, I'm doing the show. I'm like, oh, let me help.
yeah,
So I'm like, I come in and we just do it. I don't know. We figure everything out as we go.
yeah.
I mean, I run a basement show here in New Brunswick, so I kind of have those band connections that way.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And then we just like, I'm friends with a lot of them, and then we're just like, okay, come on.
The synergy.
We've been trying to grow it and a lot more, grow the
Yeah.
social media aspect. I recently like saved all but one of our shows because that got lost to time or whatever, and we're gonna upload that to YouTube.
yeah,
We want to add like a camera setup eventually. if we
yeah.
can.
Well, that's like
Our biggest
bank,
like inspiration is really like
Tiny Desk.
Tiny Desk because
Oh,
I
yeah.
don't know.
The
I've
goal.
never heard of that.
That is such a goal.
Yeah.
What?
I was kidding.
Oh my god! I was like,
And
what?
like,
Everyone's seen
obviously
Tiny Desk.
radio is kind of like an old-fashioned kind of almost like people say dying thing.
Nah.
But I'm trying to modernize it and kind of make it into that like YouTube thing where people can watch this like long form interview content.
Yeah.
And also hear it on the radio.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. That's
and
cool.
you can listen anywhere these days on the.
Yeah,
I think my mom's listening. Hey, shout out
web.
mom.
Shout out Sammy Mom.
She's on Long
mothers.
Island too, so like you know.
We
but
should
she's
shout
like,
out. It was your birthday yesterday.
It was my birthday yesterday.
Really?
Shout out Sammy.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh! Happy
Happy birthday.
birthday,
Thank you
guy.
guys. Thank you very much.
Whose birthday was
I know
it?
a song we could play.
What is
Killing
it?
in the name of?
Let's go. Oh, I thought we were gonna do semi-charmed.
No, I'm good. They made me sing. They made me sing that at karaoke. Wait, no, Gaetano sang that at karaoke last night. Anyways,
What?
And maybe you're gonna be the right.
no, but that's a good idea. I like it. I like the YouTube and the,
yeah,
and the
I mean,
radio at
I
the
don't
same
know. That's
time.
fun, and like, I think it'd be cool. Like my dream is to have multiple cameras and be able to edit that or whatever. Like
Yeah,
one
that would be
facing us,
sick.
one facing you, and then like kind of.
I mean,
I-
radio's the original podcast.
I
True,
always kind of
true.
wish, like, I wish Eric Andre did this, but like, I wish he did like a tiny desk show,
That'd
but
be
where he
so
tortured
sick.
the musicians while they're trying to perform.
He does that at the end of his shows, though, pretty much.
That's a great idea.
He does torture his band,
I
but
could-
like,
No, he tortures like he had like a really big rapper on, like one of the ASAPs, I think, and
Yeah.
like and had them like getting shot Novocaine
Oh,
while they
what?
rapped.
Well,
and
I'm
then,
just saying,
Gosh.
there's
and
there's a
then
lot
tried
of room for you to like release snakes upon a punk band from
Yeah,
New
tur-
Brunswick.
I always think like they always talk about the Eric Andre like set and how it's like literally like 120 degrees in there.
and it smells,
Is that
and it
true?
smells.
It
It
smells
smells
bad.
too.
That's
Yeah.
so
and,
funny.
and no one acknowledges it, and it's like
The seat's wet.
I think Eric
Yeah.
Eric himself didn't shower for like 2 months for like season 4.
Oh
That's
my
awesome.
gosh!
The whole
Is that when he's skinny or bigger?
I think that's when he was bigger.
That's
And he's got long hair. And he's
gotcha.
It's like
gotcha.
Fat Williams. He's
Nasty.
Fat
Yeah,
I
Williams.
like
yeah.
when he got ripped for no
But-
reason.
But yeah, we definitely want to upgrade the setup or whatever.
Yeah.
And it is cool working like going hand in hand with the basement show stuff because that's cool. And I don't know. We love what you guys do at the room.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Whose,
Shout out the room, y'all
whose
should come.
birthday was it?
It was
For your birthday?
it was just happy birthday.
Oh, just
Yeah, it was
we
a-
just wanted to do a
thing.
kid style birthday, like the kind of thing where it's like Chuck E. Cheese and like you get your
Yeah.
foot stuck in a wet
We
spot.
did a Demarest coffee house where it was birthday themed, and that's a good theme. I mean,
Oh,
we
yeah,
had
yeah,
a
yeah.
cake and everything. We also did juice theme one year.
Shout out juice.
Like
Juice of any kind.
Juice.
Like
Okay.
apple,
There was
orange.
I was dressed as an apple.
Oh,
and then
nice.
We did an apple juice drinking contest.
Yeah, I had a necklace made out of juice bottles.
Oh, nice. They must have had to drink a lot of juice.
Yeah, my
Yeah.
stomach really hurt.
Yeah,
All right,
let's
let's start to spit on this guy.
Shorty
let's
said
see,
she
what do you got? What do you
love
got?
me. Oh.
Throw down some bars.
Cinnamon, cinnamon, all minimum,
No,
all men are friends.
no.
Oh, God.
You guys know what I'm referencing?
No,
Never mind.
Oh, wow, we have 2 minutes left.
This isn't like
I had something to say.
Yeah, you got something to say. Oh,
Say it, say it.
I'm trying to think.
Rap
ice on my
God.
I
wrist,
can't
ice
think.
on my vein.
oh.
Oh, yeah. Shorty said she love me. Oh. Just want the money. Oh. I know what she tryna do.
Trying to do,
Tryna get some of this.
trying to get some of this.
Ice, 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 ice.
Ice, ICE. Yeah.
If you're
That's,
still listening and you made it this far,
Yeah.
You definitely
Respect.
did because we're super entertaining.
or if you didn't, I don't know. You're fine. You're fine too.
Should we shout out?
Well,
any
they don't
other
know
stuff?
because they didn't listen, so you can call them
True.
whatever they want.
Sure, they wouldn't know.
Shout
yeah.
They
out
wouldn't know.
creativity.
Shout out creativity.
All right, yeah. Any last shout outs? Any last?
I
want
wanna
to
say-
any shows coming up?
Real-
April 18th, everybody. It is mandatory to make a trip to Brooklyn.
Actually,
Is
and
that
we
the
have
next show.
That's,
yeah.
no,
Well,
no.
we have
no,
another
no,
show,
no,
but
no,
it,
no. This is
What's
what
your
I'm
next
here
show?
for. Our next show is March 14th at a
Pi Day.
at a NYC house show, and then April 5th at Gallery 33.
Oh yeah, cool.
That's gonna be with Rotoscope and
Roto
Pink
Boys.
Lids and Necto. So it'll be a really good show. And then April 16th is when March of the Breeders comes out, and then April 18th is Sultan Room
With
Cool.
Party Girl.
with Party Girl.
Wait.
We're
What
doing
day?
the EP
What day
release.
those New York song
Cool.
come
I
out?
can't hear you, Jake.
I can hear.
March of the Breeders
can?
is
Yeah.
Set Upon Manhattan. That comes out April 16th.
Awesome.
So
What's
Wednesday.
he saying?
He asked when the single comes out.
Okay. Oh, I know why I can't hear him because I changed the channel.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you for listening. This
Follow
has
this
been
Holy
Overnight
Rodeo.
Sensations. This Holy Rodeo. I'm AJ, and there's some lovely people here.
I'm Sammy Habib. I'm the guitarist.
I'm Gaetano. I'm the second one.
I'm Chris Harth, and I did not write any of those songs.
And I'm Harry S. Truman, back from the dead.
And I love you guys. This is Overnight Sensations. Good night, New Brunswick.
Good night.